today is love or bhakti. If we go through the literature of the mystics of all the countries, we will find that they sing the praises of their master or the Lord and the divine love. Because in Santmat, or according to the philosophy of the saints, the easiest way and the fastest way to attain union with the Lord is through love. If somebody asks me what is the other name for Santmat or path of the masters, I would unhesitatingly say that the other name is path of love. About 2000 years ago, Jesus Christ said, "He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love." Then Paltu Sahib says, in the court of the Lord, only love is accepted. Kabir Sahib says, he in whom there is no love, consider his heart as a graveyard. If he is exhaling and inhaling breath, it is similar to the bellows of the iron smith, which fans the fire. Guru Gobind Singh, the 10th Nanak, says, I am telling you the truth. Listen, everybody. He who loves attains the Lord. Then Guru Nanak says, he is a dead person in whose heart there is no love for God. Ibn al-Arabi, a Muslim mystic, says, no religion is more sublime than the religion of love and longing for the Lord. Maulana Rum, who is popularly called as Rumi, says, wherever and in whatever circumstances you are, be a lover. So, from this we can see that all the saints, all the mystics, all the lovers of the God, they have talked highly of love and they sing the praise of love. Similarly can be quoted from the literature of other saints. but as we have limited time, so we should be satisfied with these quotes. Now, what is love cannot be described. It is beyond description, because describing love is describing the God himself. Because God is love and love is God. However, we can make an attempt. When a person is irresistibly and magnetically attracted to another person, and the attraction is irresistible, intense and deep, and he derives joy from it, and he is unconscious or unaware of his body and the needs of the physical body, the man can be said to have fallen in love. Now, this love is the foundation of all life and the universe, because love is God. If we have everything of this world but no love, we are paupers, we are poor. But if we have love for the Lord and nothing else, not even 2 meals to eat in a day, we are the wealthiest men in the world. Then again, love is the kernel, and all else is husk or shell, as we may call it. Because everything of this world is perishable, impermanent. It changes its color, its form, its very existence. One day will be wiped out, but the love of the Lord shall remain. Therefore, the true thing is the love of the Lord. It is the most noblest feeling and emotion in a human mind. Maulana Rumi says, it is the medicine of all our infirmities. It is the soul of all the creeds. If any person sheds tears from his eyes in the remembrance of the Lord, he is blessed. We do shed tears in the remembrance of worldly things, worldly possessions, if they are lost, worldly friends, worldly relatives. But rarely a person will shed tears in remembrance of the Lord. Therefore, blessed is the man who sheds tears in the memory of the Lord. This world would have been barren, a desert, there had been no love. Our very existence is based on love. If the mother had no love for her children, he would not have brought them up affectionately, suffered, made sacrifices, passed nights without sleep, and so on, if he had no love for the child. And therefore, there was a time when we were all children, and there was the mother to take care of us. And it was because of love. So this love of the mother for her children is the threshold of the temple of divine love. Now we will see to whom shall we love and why. A true lover would always love the real, the truth, the Lord, the Creator. But an worldly lover will love the phenomena, the unreal, the world and its objects, in other words, the creation. We must note the difference between the two. The divine lover will love the Creator, and the rest and the rest will love the creation. Now I submitted day before yesterday that Lord has no form, is not visible, is uncommunicatable. So how shall we go to him to love him? The mystic says, therefore, since you cannot come to me, the Lord says through the mystic, since you cannot come to me, I come to you. And therefore he comes in the form of a human being. He puts on the flesh of a human being and he comes. So then we call him the mystic. When he comes here, we call him the guru, we call him the fakir, we call him a dervish, we call him a saint, and we call him a master. Or we can give him any other name. The essence remains. Absorbed, merged, and identified in the Lord and in the love of the Lord. Therefore, we by loving him are also absorbed, merged unto the Lord. Why does he come as a man? That is the question many people ask. Why does he come as a man? The mystics say that he comes as a man because he loves us He comes as a man because the Lord loves us. Maulana Rum says, Ishq aval dardile maashook paida meet. He says that love first proceeded, love first originated in the heart of the Lord, because we were separate from. We are His children. We belong to Him. Therefore, the first surge of love was there in the Lord Himself. Therefore, He Himself put on the garb of man and came down. A certain Muslim mystic, when he attained a very high level of spirituality, he says, there was a time when I thought, the mystic says, he says, there was a time when I thought that I have been searching the Lord. And I thought that I was working hard to attain Him. And he further said that I thought I loved Him. Three things he says. After reaching the high level, he says, I thought that I was in search of the Lord. I worked hard to attain union with Him, and I loved Him. He says, now that I have attained this position, I have realized that it was not me who was searching Him, but the Lord who was searching me. It was not me who was working hard to attain Him, but it was He who was working hard to take me. He says, it was He who loved me, and not that I loved Him. This realization comes from a saint who attained a high level of spirituality. So, the love first started from the Lord, and because of that love, He came down as a human being. And here the position is reversed. The disciple becomes the lover, and the master becomes the beloved. The saint becomes the beloved. So, it is the Lord who loves man and comes in flesh. Dadu was a great Muslim saint of India. He says, आशिक माशूक हो गया, इश्क कहावे सो, दादू ऐसे आशिक का अल्लाह भी, दादू ऐसे माशूक का अल्लाह भी आशिक हो. This means the lover hath become the beloved. The lover hath become the beloved. That is true love. And then he says, when there is such a lover in the world, the Lord also falls in love with him. So these lovers are the saints, are the disciples of the saint, who surrender themselves completely and totally and absolutely to their master. In Indian language, they are called Gurmukhs. Gurmukh means one for whom everything is Guru. For him there is nothing in this world. For a Gurmukh, the most beautiful person in the world is his Guru. For a Gurmukh, the most sweetest words are the words that flow from the mouth of his master. When a Gurmukh looks at his master, he derives immense joy, a bliss. When he is having his darshan, he is lost. He has no awareness of his body, no consciousness of his surroundings. His mind is totally absorbed in having the darshan of his master. Now, another important point about love is that disciple loves only his master. He loves only one. The Lord himself says, the Lord whom the master represents. The Lord says, lodge me and dislodge everything else. There is one heart, only in a man there is one heart. And that heart should be surrendered, given up to the master. That is a very important point. For a devotee, there is no other master in the world. No other thing dear and near like the master. He surrenders all and gives all. But that surrender, that love, must be one-pointed, exclusive of everything else. For him, it is the master only. Rabia Basri, a lady mystic saint of Arabia, once in a dream, she saw Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet told him, Rabba, all the world thinks of me, praise me, remembers me, but you do not do so. Rabba replies to him, O Prophet, my heart is so occupied with the love of my Lord that there is no place left, no room left for you or the devil. So this is total absorption. One would inquire, why this? Why love only the one? The saints say that all your miseries are the result of your loving too many. Everybody has got love. Love is natural. Love is the birthright of every soul. The Lord himself is love, and we who are a particle or a drop from him are also love in a small degree, but the love is the same. The trouble is that we have diffused our love, dissipated our love, divided our love, filtered away our love to thousands and thousands of objects and relatives and friends and persons and sciences and arts and what not. The result is that love, which is the greatest power, has become feeble, ineffective. Therefore it does not work. If we have a certain waterfall coming from a mountain and it starts flowing on plains, and we divide that by creating so many different channels, the power that that waterfall had diminishes, because 100 channels are created. So very small quantity of water flows into 100 channels. The power of the waterfall that can generate millions and millions of megawatts of electricity is lost. Similarly, the power of love, which is in us, is lost, dissipated, filtered away. Therefore it does not work. This ordinarily sunlight, it does not burn us or burn paper or burn cotton. But if we take a lens, a magnifying glass, then this very sunlight can be focused. On paper it will burn, on cotton it will burn, on cloth it will burn. That very sunlight which is dissipated, filtered away, because it is concentrated, therefore the power works. So, the main cause of our being entangled unto this world is our dividing the love to so many people and persons and places and objects. Therefore we have got to love the one only, no other. There is a small story in the Islamic literature. A certain struggling mystic, he had his child of about 6 years in his lap. The mystic kissed his child. The child said, "Dad, you love me?" He said, "Yes, I love you." He said, "Dad, do you love the Lord?" He said, "Yes, I love the Lord." He said, "But how many hearts have you got, Dad?" He says, "One." He says, "But you cannot love with one heart two persons." And the mystic realized that this was an admonition, a reprimand from the Lord. He left his child and went into his meditation room, realizing that it is only the one whom I have to give my love. So a disciple loves his master. If he wants anything, he expects from the master. If master does not give, he is happy, he is contented. He says, master is all wise. If he thinks that something is not fit for me, he doesn't give, it's okay. Then he trusts his master. His faith is like a rock. He expects from the master. His aspiration, his aim and his target is the master. He does not want to accept anything from anybody else. Such is his faith unto the master. Because he has surrendered himself to the master. Surrendering oneself means giving all. Swamiji Maharaj, in his Sarvachan, he relates a very beautiful anecdote. He said there was a Muslim saint in Hyderabad, a certain estate here in India, and he was a perfect master. And he had a perfect disciple. One of his disciples was a perfect disciple. Once it so happened that a Muslim priest visited their place. While the master was delivering discourse, the priest interrupted and said to the mystic, he said, Kaaba, the Mecca, is a true place of pilgrimage. And in such manner and in good words, he praised Mecca, he praised the Prophet, he sang the praises of the Prophet and the Mecca and the Kaaba. Thereupon, that devoted disciple, he caught hold of his neck of the priest, and brought him to the feet of his master mystic. He told him, in the feet of my master there are million Kaabas and million Meccas. You need not remind us about the Mecca and the Kaaba. Somehow the priest got himself released from him. The master or the mystic was very unhappy. He called his disciple and he told him, you go to Mecca in the company of this priest. Because the disciple was perfect. He said, yes, master, I obey your order. Implicitly. And he accompanied the priest to Mecca, and they got into a steamer. After sailing some time onto the sea, there was a typhoon, a storm, and the steamer was broken. Somehow, this disciple got a small plank and caught hold of it, but he was struggling to survive. The waves were ferocious, and the storm continued to rage. Thereupon, a hand came out of the sky, and the voice said to that drowning disciple, please give me your hand, I will save you. The disciple said, whose hand are you? He said, I am the hand of the Prophet. The disciple says, I know you not. This hand will not go in the hands of anybody else. Let me drown, but I will not give you my hand. The hand disappeared. After some time, another hand appeared from the sky, and the voice said, you are drowning, give me your hand. The disciple asks, whose hand are you? He said, I am God. and this is my hand. You give me your hand, I will protect you and save you. The disciple says, no, I do not know who is God. My God is my Murshid. My God is my master. I will not give my hand to anybody else. And the hand disappeared. Then after some time, another hand appeared with the voice, please give me your hand, I will save you. He says, whose hand are you? He said, your Guru's Guru. Take note. Your Guru's Guru, your master's master. He said, I don't know you. Let me drown, but I will not give my hand to anybody else but to my master. And the hand disappeared, and with the same, simultaneously his master also appeared. He took him, protected him, and embraced him. And he told him, you are my ideal disciple. Now this is a very small story and ordinary story, but it illustrates what a disciple should be. And when a disciple of these qualities and virtues is there, he has already attained Godhood. Because for him there is only Guru and there is nobody else. So now we will see that we should give our love to our master only. Indian mystics give an example of fish. The faithfulness and the loyalty and the love of fish for water is very strange but true. She is in water, catch her out, she will die. If the water freezes, becomes ice, it will not try to get out. It will be dead there. But if water becomes warm during summer in many places, even then it will not try to save herself. It will die in the water. Similarly, a disciple has to be with the masters in thick or thin at all times. And the master, who is the representative of the omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent, he is in every disciple. He sees our smallest, minutest emotion, minutest thoughts that cross our mind. So when he sees that in this disciple, in the heart of this disciple, there is nobody else fully occupied with me, then he showers his abundant grace, infinite grace on the disciple. And no more life and death for the disciple. No more transmigration. No more cycle of birth and death for him. So now, we have attempted to see what a disciple should be. Now then, what is a longing? We hear so much in Sant-mat literature about longing. What is longing? In love, in divine love, there are several stages. And the one of the stages is longing. Longing means yearning, craving, an intense desire to have, that is longing. Now love precedes longing. It is not that love follows longing, it precedes longing. First, the love is tasted by the disciple, and it is the grace of the master that he allows the disciple to taste love. He gives him a taste of love. It comes from him. Everything proceeds from him. Everything that is good for the disciple proceeds from him. So he gives disciple love to taste. And then keeps away and withdraws, tries to remain away. The object is to clean him of his impurities, of his dross, and to sharpen his love. This is the twofold object of longing. And because he has tasted love, therefore he feels the separation. Normally, we have never had the sense of separation from the Lord. No. If we had developed this sense of separation, we will go to him. We will strive, we will make efforts, we will endeavor. But we have never failed to sense of separation. We have no sense of separation. If a newly wed person loves his wife intensely, and she loves that person intensely, and when they separate for certain uncontrollable reason, because they have tasted the joy of being together, both of them will be longing to meet each other. And if they do not get an opportunity, they suffer. They suffer the pangs of separation, the pain, the restlessness. So this restlessness then follows, because the disciple has tasted the nectar of love. Now, great master, as you might have read in spiritual gems or spiritual letters, he wrote one letter. He wrote one letter to his master Babaji that I am restless. I am restless without you, yearning without you, passionately, suffering as the fish like the fish without water. In the reply, Babaji writes, that is the Lord's will. When a person cries, sheds tears, in the separation from his master, a disciple cries, sheds tears. Because of his separation from his master, Babaji said, the heart is cleaned so much, that the heart is purified so much, that it would not be purified even if we do Simran for 100 years. So this separation or longing cleanses the heart, and the delay between the soul and the Lord is only because of the immunities, the dross on the soul, which are cleansed in this manner. Again the master appears to him. Master brings him nearer. And this way the disciple becomes slowly and gradually worthy of his master. Now, can love be cultivated? Can it be acquired? No. Even if we read 100 books, even if we go into temples and to mass and pray for 100 years, no. The love is Lord's gift. If the whole world were to yearn for love, they will not get it. But if the Lord gives them love, if they were to repel it with all their might, they will not be able to repel it. So when Lord gives his love to anybody, he cannot repel it. If he wants at his will, he cannot have it. So this love comes from the Lord himself. And who can give it? He who is the embodiment of love.